my name is Crystal Sheffield, and my video today is going to be on diabetes in my creative brief presentation. So I'm going to start off with what is diabetes. Diabetes is a disease that occurs when blood glucose, which is also referred to as blood sugar, is too high. Blood glucose is the main source of energy, and it derives from the food that an individual consumes. Insulin, a hormone made by the pancreas, helps the glucose from the food that is consumed get into the cells of the body and uses them as energy. Sometimes the body doesn't make enough insulin or any at all. If this is the case, then the glucose will stay in the blood and will not be able to reach the cells. There are 3 types of diabetes: type 1 diabetes, type 2 diabetes, and gestational diabetes. Diabetes, also called insulin-dependent diabetes, it is used to be called juvenile onset diabetes because it often begins during the childhood phase. Type 2 diabetes, the most common form, is also known as non-insulin dependent diabetes. Type 2 diabetes is often a milder form of diabetes. Gestational diabetes is triggered by pregnancy and is often diagnosed in the middle or late pregnancy stage. Warning signs of diabetes are increased frequency of urination, feeling hungry all the time, dry mouth with an increased thirst, fatigue, blurry vision, yeast infection, slow healing wounds, cuts, and sores. In 2015, 30.3 million Americans, or 9.4% of the population, had diabetes. Approximately 1.25 million American children and adults have type 1 diabetes. 1.5 million Americans are diagnosed with diabetes every year. Of the 30.3 million adults with diabetes, 23.1 million were diagnosed and 7.2 million were undiagnosed. 327 billion total cause diagnosed diabetes in the United States for the year of 2017. Diabetes remains the 7th leading cause of death in the United States. Risk of untreated diabetes consists of heart disease, eye and vision problems, kidney disease, infection, dental problems, amputations due to infections in the feet, and also nerve damage. Preventions consist of becoming educated on what diabetes is, seeing a doctor if you have any of the warning signs, getting more physical activity, and plenty of fiber. Supporting statements for this one that I like, well, it's 3 really tied into one, is I am in full control of my body by knowing that I have the power to prevent myself from getting diabetes. I know that I can overcome this obstacle, and I will. The tone for my communication to my audience, I want them to feel comfortable about their situation. I want them to be able to be free, like no worries, because whatever it is that they don't know, I'm here to help them learn about it. So they should have no worries. They should feel confident about moving forward. If they have diabetes, they should feel confident with moving forward so they won't be able to get diabetes. My communication channel. The appropriate form for my target audience, which is families and parents with kids or just adults that don't have children yet, will be a presentation. In this presentation, I will be able to get as much information as possible, and I can use graphics, I can use numbers, graphs, videos. I can do pretty much anything I want to do in a presentation. I will show my presentation at a town hall meeting. Anybody can come to the town hall meeting. It's literally open to anyone. An opening for communication would be National Diabetes Day, which is November 14th. I feel as though on that day, everybody is thinking about diabetes. So what better day to have it than National Diabetes Day? Open communication considerations are the language barriers. I have to have it in English, Spanish, whatever languages that I can provide this information to these people is what I'm going to have to do. One thing that I was thinking about was Hispanic, Latino families. Like, I know they have a lot of cultural practices And I never want them to feel like I'm trying to change them. If anything, I'm just trying to better them and help them live a healthier lifestyle. And at the presentation, I can use food that they make and just probably show them a better way how to make it. And that's my presentation.